afternoon, and good evening. For whatever time you're viewing this video, welcome back to my channel. Question. So, have you ever had somebody hurt you, disappoint you, just really have you all up in your feelings, and they came to you trying to be cool and cordial, and they apologized for what they did, and you were like, yeah, I accept your apology, but I ain't never gonna forget, never going to forget, never gonna forget. If so, continue to watch this video as we talk about how to forgive. Spoiler alert, forgiving and forgetting, it's all packaged in one, so just to get that out there. So, realistically, when it comes to forgiving people, I feel like the best place to start is really to understand where you have been wrong. That's helped me in so many situations where, maybe what I've been through with that person, I didn't do it specifically to them. Like, I didn't hurt them in the same way that they may have hurt me. But if I look at my track record and my history with, other friends, family, whoever it may be, then I can find an instance where maybe the situation was a little bit similar. And because of that, I am more open to forgiving that person, and I'm more open to hearing them when they do try to come and apologize, because it's grace for me in those situations where I was wrong, and it's going to be grace to them because they did me wrong. And unfortunately, it's hard, it's tough. No one's saying forgiving is easy by any means, but it's something that God calls us to do as believers. And He truly wants us to forgive. Like, if we have an issue with our brother, there's a verse, and I'll put it in the description box, like, don't come to me if you haven't forgiven this person. Like, don't even come to him if you haven't forgiven that person. So He truly, for whatever reason, it's really a really big principle to Him, that we forgive. So it's something that we have to strive for. Like, for instance, you have to be open to talking. Sometimes when we don't want to forgive somebody, like, the lips are like cold shoulder, I'm ignoring you, I'm not about to give you the time of day, like, I'm not here for it, and you're just like, lips shut, ain't got nothing to say, you real silent. So when you know that that is the case and you're around that particular person, before you meet up with them, like, just practice just moving those muscles in your mouth so you can talk to that person. I do it all the time because I guess for me, I'm naturally just, I don't know, I'm easily offended. I'm an easily offended person. So if something happened and that person may not know about it, I know, okay, maybe I'm taking it to the extreme, whatever. So if I know, like, I feel my mouth just, then before I speak with them, before I meet with them, I just get it going. I promise. It's a great tip. It'll help you out in some tough situations. And so we just really have to extend grace to people. We have to be open to them apologizing, and we have to look at ourselves in the situation where we were wrong in the situation as well. And if, like I said earlier, just, even if we don't feel like we were wrong in the situation with that individual, we probably can find something else that we were into somebody else. And we really have to just suck it up, buttercup, and say, hey, I was wrong here back then in 1997, whatever the case may be when it comes to this other person. So I just need to go ahead and forgive Sally. Just go ahead, just let it be. So realistically, as believers, like we have an enemy, and of course he wants division in marriages. He wants division even between friends. Like I constantly have to pray for my friendship with my best friend because I know that God has called us to do some stuff together. So of course the enemy is naturally going to try to come in between that. So I always have to pray against division. Like I said, I'm easily offendable, and I'm easily offended. So I just always have to constantly keep in pray, and I have to pray against the enemy coming between the relationship. So that's another thing. Make sure that you are constantly in prayer. Praying to forgive, praying when you feel those emotions come up and they start to arise, like you really just want to, oh, Lord, Heavenly Father, I don't like this. This is not nice. This person hurt me. I don't want to forgive. I don't feel like they deserve my forgiveness. Help me to deal with these emotions and continue to pray about it, because if you don't, there's a bitterness that will take root and it will spring up that unforgiveness like no other. And we don't want anything to be rooted unless it's the Spirit of God. We don't want anything to be rooted that's going to keep us from where we need to be in life. Like God has called us to be in relationship with people. So if you're always constantly in this battle with people where you're not forgiving, like there's just these people out there that just, they take offense, they go off about any and everything, and they don't have any relationships with anyone. And so when they do need people, the people are nowhere around because they ruined all those relationships. So you want to make sure you're the person where you're constantly in prayer. I know that it is difficult to make that stand, but you just have to. You have to pray against the enemy coming to separate whoever you and that person may be, whether it be your husband, your wife, whether it be your mom, whether it be your child, if you have a teenager. Just always making sure you are praying for the relationship, you're praying for unity, you're praying that you'll be able to truly forgive that person, truly be someone who extends grace, because we want grace from God, so we just have to give it out. We just like it's candy, just grace for you, grace for you. You want some too, like grace for everybody. Okay, so let's see. What else do I have here? Admit when you're wrong. That could be hard. So we want to be vulnerable with people. I know that's hard too. And we have to know that we're not always going to get the response that we want. In certain situations, you just have to release it for yourself and move on. If there's a parent that's hurt you, you have that conversation with them, be open to being vulnerable, and at least putting the situation out there. So if they want to do better, then they can. B, maybe they might not have known about the situation, and you bringing it to light will really show, like, okay, this person, my daughter, my son, they do want this to be reconciled. So what can I do as a parent? We have to give people opportunities. Sometimes we'll hold stuff against somebody and they don't even know they did anything to us. And so that's why we just got to put ourselves out there and be open and be vulnerable, and just let that person, respond if they do, and let them not respond. But you put it out there, you gave them that opportunity. And yeah, it might be hard, it might be painful, especially if they don't give you the response that you're expecting. That's why you go in with it just knowing, I'm going to do this for me, I'm not doing this for them, and that's it, period. So you just want to make sure you put yourself out there. If they don't respond accordingly, you did your part, and that's all that God asks us to do, is our part. We can't do anything for anybody else, but this vessel right here, this body person, like I'm in charge of that. I can control how I feel to somebody else, regardless if they keep disappointing me, if they keep trying it, if they keep doing what they're doing. I still have to be in control. I can't fly off the handle. I can't be out of control. I can't go tick for tack and ooh, even though I love to go tick for tack with somebody like, oh okay, all right, you wanna do that? Okay, wait to I'm gonna come up with something, and I just be plotting and scheming, and oh, then you gotta take a step back like, ooh, am I being forgiven? Now, if you gotta ask if you being forgiven, then you know you're not being forgiven. So, don't even. If you gotta ask, am I being forgiven? Am I being nice? No, you're probably not. You're probably not. Just recognize you're probably not. So don't be that person that wants to go like, okay, you hurt me, I'ma hurt you. You hurt me twice, I'ma hurt you 3 times. Like, don't go back and forth with that person. Forgive. Forgive. So that's all I have for you guys today. If you have a difficult situation that you want to put in the comments below, just to encourage someone where maybe you really weren't trying to be forgiven and you did and it worked out, leave that below in the comment section to encourage someone else just to forgive. Thank you for watching my video. I'll catch you guys on the next time. Bye.